What's up, YouTube? Austin4195 again, and we are continuing the final episode of the Minecraft server series for Bukkit. Now, the last thing I promised I was going to talk about is how to set up parallel worlds on your server so you can have multiple universes. Now, I'm going to show you the way to do it, and we're going to begin, but we're going to need a couple plugins before we go. So let's go ahead and get those. They're called Multiverse, and you can always look for the Bukkit links. So we need to download the core. I'm going to say we want to keep that. We also want to download portals. They'll work together, I promise. And we're also going to download one more, which is inventories, which is a beta plugin. Okay, so now we have all three of those. Now we're going to go to our downloads folder, if we can find them. There they are. And we need all three of those. And we're going to put them all in the Bukkit folder. Now let's reopen our server up again. It's going to take a little bit longer this time because it's having to do a lot more work, as you can see. Actually didn't take that long. Okay. Now we go into our plugins, and as you can see, we have a lot more files now going on. Okay, so now we have our config. And it's telling me I need to assign a program for it. So hold on one second. If I can find my program. Cancel, and we're just going to make it do this. Pick an app, more options, and it opens me up the same thing, stupid thing. Look for another program. Notepad++. And we're going to apply that to all of it. There we go. So now we're going to open up our config. And we do not want it to prefix the chat. If you want to do it that way, that's fine. Basically what that means is, do you want it when people chat on your server for it to show what world they're in before they do anything? So yes, we're going to leave it at that, at false. Now we're going to go ahead. We only have 3 worlds in here, but the cool part is you can tinker with it. So like, let's say we don't want PvP on in the main world, which is world. But we want to also make it normal. And we want the nether and the end to keep PvP. So we'll just leave those on. So we're going to save our config now. And once again, this is one of those plugins that has the ability to just reload just itself with MV reload, and everything's back in now. So now we're going to kind of go ahead and we are going to open up our Minecraft client, and we're going to reconnect. And it's detecting I connected. Can we get a time set going on here? Well, that didn't help. There we go. Okay. There you are, you little zombie. There we go, he died. And let's go ahead and change our game mode. Okay, there we go. Much better. Now, we have a nether and the end. But let's make a second world. And by the way, if any of you have been on my server before and you've noticed that there is a creative world, there's a plugin that you're going to need one more, which is called Plot Me. Now, if you wanted to use that and generate those types of things, like with plots and people have to claim them and whatnot, I'll show you how to do that. But let's just go ahead and create a standard world. So MV create, and it's going to tell you how to do it. So if we can make a nether, an end, we can make a flat room, we can make a normal world. You can also input your seed, your generator, your world type, etc. You're mainly only going to use the seed and the generator, and the environment and the name. The name and the environment are mandatory. So we'll call this world 2, and it's obviously going to be normal for it being a normal. We don't want it to be a nether or an end. And then if you wanted to make it with a seed, you would do -s space and then input the seed. If you wanted to use a plugin that has a generator, you would do -G, and then I guess it'd be plot me in this case, because that's the name of the generator, but we don't have that plugin loaded. So we're just going to do mv create, and it's going to start generating the world, and it's going to let us know when it's done. Sometimes it takes a second depending on how powerful your server is. Okay, it says done. Also, if you wanted to import your own world, you would just basically put the world you wanted to load in into the main, just into your Bukkit folder. And then just do /mv import space the world name, but make sure you name it word for word, but keep it short and no spaces. So you might have to rename the world file. So mv import space the world name space normal, and that's it. It'll import your old worlds. So now, okay, we've got it, but now we need to make a portal to it. Now we have a WinX. Now, actually, what will happen is if you ever try to use your, sorry, music's throwing me off here. If you're trying to use, if you have World Edit installed, it'll just say good. You can use your World Edit wand, and it'll work just fine, and that's fine as well. It's not going to affect anything, but it just kind of would help. Sorry, I'm lagging out badly here. Yeah, it's never a good idea to run a server and play on the same thing, just saying. But we're not going to make this all that tall, and we're just going to make it out of dirt. Okay. Second position, first position, and then we do /MVP create, and we'll name it World 2. I usually name it after the world I'm making it after, and then I do W:\World 2. And it'll say World 2 portal created and selected. Now if I enter it, I'm in my world. And that's pretty much it in order to do a multiverse. This is Austin4195. Thanks for watching.